go through this real quickly. What else is Humble ISD doing? And the next one is very, very exciting as well. We have the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program at Humble High School. And this was a very, very difficult task for us to be an IBO site. We have open enrollment district-wide in grades 11 and 12. Our first year was 2007-08, and we had 29 IB candidates. This year, we have 55, and next year we expect to be 75. This particular curriculum is governed by the International Baccalaureate Organization, which is called IBO, that headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. And if you'll remember, Switzerland was one of those top-performing countries in that McKinsey study. Also, 9th and 10th graders can request to go to transfer to Humble High School so that they can be a part of all of that and they can work on preparation and guidance for course selection. So again, adult advocates for children have understanding what they're doing. So why the IB Diploma Program? Why would Humble High School and why would Humble ISD go through this? Well, it is a rigorous international curriculum with rigorous examinations. There's a theory of knowledge course, which is about the psychology of learning and application in a real-world setting. There's a service learning component, and it's connecting the rigorous study with serving and learning in the community. And for example, as part of the CAS class, in the summer last year, 2008, IB students traveled to Costa Rica to fulfill one of their CAS components. They studied biology, ecosystems, they did global scale volunteer, and they practiced their Spanish. This coming summer, IB students will travel to Italy and Greece, and they will study the visual arts. There's an intensive research and a writing component. IB Diploma Program, inherent in the program is that advocacy for students. It's preparation for higher education. They assist in the college preparation process. They're viewed as college preparatory. Those classes they're taking are college credit. There's a high rate of acceptance into the universities because of the rigor associated with IB, and there's a high rate of scholarships. For example, to date, right now, we have 19 students in the IB Diploma Program that have generated over $1.1 million in scholarships, and it's only May. We're also in Humble ISD starting the middle years program. That's an IB component that takes place in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade so that it becomes a building block to that IB diploma program. So we're building some readiness in those students from the 6th through the 10th grade. And the AVID program. This is another program that Humble ISD has put in place for the last 3 years that builds that college readiness, that functions as that adult advocate. The mission of the AVID program is to succeed in rigorous curriculum. It's to complete a rigorous college preparatory path. It's to permeate mainstream activities school-wide. Okay, what in the world does that mean? What that means is there are these specific strategies and skills that students and teachers are taught and use as part of the AVID program. But it begins to permeate the culture of the school because over time, when teachers are using their professional learning community time, all of the teachers start to understand these strategies. They start to understand these skills. And so then it becomes not just available to AVID students, it becomes available to all of the students, and it changes the culture of the schools. It increases the chances of enrollment, and it also increases the completion of a 4-year college program. And the mission is to create educated, responsible, and civic community members. So let me give you some statistics about AVID in Humble ISD. It was implemented in 2007-08, and at the time we served 500 students in middle schools and high schools, and those 500 students were enrolled in 511 honors or advanced AP courses. This year, our second year, we have 850 students, and they are enrolled in 1,400 honors and advanced AP courses. So if that trend continues, next year we're projected to have 1,300 students participating in the AVID program. If the trend continues, that means they're going to be in something like 3,000 AP advanced honors classes. So again, we're building the readiness for college preparation. Why does AVID work? AVID works because we provide tutoring within the school day. Remember those dropouts. They didn't have access to tutoring. It wasn't available. It provides tutoring within the school day. Humble ISD hires 70-plus tutors to come into the AVID schools and tutor the AVID students twice a week. So it functions as two purposes. They're getting in-school tutoring, and they're getting it by people in the field, by young people in positions that they can relate to. And these are also college students who are in college at the time. So they're all serving as mentors. There's support for a rigorous curriculum. It explores this hidden curriculum of schools. Many of our minority subgroups and our students of poverty don't understand what a credit is. They don't understand what a GPA is. They don't understand class rank. But being in these kind of support programs helps them understand, helps them build a schema for what that is. It also provides a team of students for positive peer identification, so they're working together to overcome some of their obstacles. So all of a sudden, it's just not me out there all by myself not knowing what to do about college applications. It's all of us working together to make this happen. It redefines the teacher's role as an advocate, and there is the implementation of study skills and strategies that are research-based and they work. For example, there's extensive writing, inquiry, collaboration, and critical reading. There are note-taking strategies embedded in this coursework, and they're called Cornell Notes. And yes, they were identified and developed by Cornell University. There's Socratic seminars, a different kind of learning where small groups of students get to challenge each other's thinking. They get to challenge each other's ideas and thoughts, but in a very healthy way. And finally, something as simple as organization. This program teaches organization. It teaches kids to form a binder and put things in order and manage the day-to-day information and data that they get all the time. So who is an Humble ISD AVID student? Well, ladies, 53% of our AVID students are females. Woohoo! 31% of our AVID students are Hispanic. And as you can see, our AVID students do very, very well on the state-mandated tax test. And then, of course, and I believe that Wayman is going to talk to you a little bit about this, the Humble Middle School and the HESI mentoring program. But as you can see, Humble ISD is completely and totally committed to taking all of those national trends and reversing the effect, of making a difference, of effecting change. So how can HESI help? And this is where we get down to all of us in this room. One of the things that we can do as a HESI community is to inform the Hispanic community and parents about these programs. Talk to them in our churches, talk to them in our restaurants, talk to them in our businesses, speak to them in Spanish, formally and informally. Talk to our Hispanic community about the IB program. Talk to them about the AVID program. Talk to them about Quest, because these are programs that will nurture and help and support students get into college. Volunteer as an AVID program tutor and provide, those of you in businesses, those of you who have places of work, provide internships and service learning for our students. And what else can HESI do? Be informed. If you would like additional information, I've given you some contact names so that if you are interested in a service learning activity or a service learning internship, these are the people that you can call in our district. And one other thing, there's one other thing that HESI, the organization, and everyone sitting in this room can do, and that is continue to believe what anthropologist Margaret Mead has said all along. Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has, because I believe that this group can do that. Thank you.